At the start of 2025, the weather in Maryland took a turn for the worse, so I packed up all my stuff and went to Palm Beach with my best friend Sanchez. What resulted was 2,100 miles, 136 golf holes, and one awesome golf. This is You're Still Away. Just put in the directions for Charleston, Muni. I'm not going to get there until 3:30 in the morning. My tee time's at 7:30. Not ideal, but tonight got away from me. And let's get there and let's go. I get 2 McChickens with no lettuce, a large root beer, and a large fry, please. Guess where I'm at. Never been here before. I feel like I'm getting inducted into a cult. But I guess you can't go to the south without going to Buc-ee's. So here we go. Alright, so I made it into South Carolina. I'm like an hour away from the club. I need to be there at 7, so I need to wake up at 6. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna sleep in my car. Yeah, alright. I'll see you in a couple hours. Alright, made it to the course. It is a brisk 39 degrees. I also realized that I'm not wearing golf stuff, so it doesn't really look like there's a place to change here. I know changing your shoes in a parking lot at a Muni is okay, but what about changing your clothes? Drop it in the comments if you've ever done that. Alright, let's get ready to go. The first stop on the trip was the Charleston Municipal Golf Course, known as the Muni. Charleston holds a special place in American golf history, as the first set of golf clubs shipped to American shores were delivered to William Wallace in 1739. No, not that William Wallace, but actually his descendant. The municipal golf course was built in 1929 on land donated to the city by C. Bissell Jenkins, a local developer, and it was given on the condition that the land always be used for a golf course. The course was designed by John E. Adams, who is not credited with the design of any other golf course. The program was directed by a member of nearby Country Club of Charleston, a private course in town designed by Seth Raynor. The Muni hosted over 50,000 rounds a year for about the next 90 years. In the mid-2010s, it was worn down and basically unplayable, and the people of Charleston decided it needed a facelift. Enter Troy Miller. Miller was from Charleston, and his dad worked as a professional at the Muni when he was growing up. Miller came up with a crazy idea on what the Muni should do to improve. Miller pointed to the course's creation in the 1920s, what is considered the golden age of golf architecture. He added that its proximity to the Country Club of Charleston and other Raynor design, Yeaman's Hall, necessitated a Golden Age renovation, one that incorporated Raynor's work into its landscape. Now, a quick detour into the history of golf course design. A long time ago, a guy named Charles Blair MacDonald was born in Ontario, but he actually grew up in Chicago. He went to college at St. Andrews University in Scotland, and while there, he played a lot of golf, and he was taught by the godfather of the game, Old Tom Morris, the guy who built the old course into what it is today and created the Open Championship. Under the tutelage of Old Tom, McDonald learned the game and course design. He came back to the U.S. and built the first 18-hole course in America for the Chicago Golf Club. He was instrumental in starting the USGA and even won the first U.S. Amateur in Newport, Rhode Island in 1895. Now, although he designed many notable courses in America, arguably his most famous is the National Golf Links of America on Long Island. This course incorporated what McDonald considered to be the ideal golf holes that he had seen while in the UK and that he learned about later. McDonald's ideal golf holes, or template holes as they're now called, are still the calling cards of his course. While he was surveying the land for the National Golf Links, McDonald hired a local government-employed surveyor named Seth Raynor to help with the project. Raynor did such a good job that he was hired on full-time, and him and McDonald formed a partnership and created some of the greatest American golf courses of all time. Raynor copied McDonald's template holes in almost all his projects. They're these beautiful and challenging golf holes representing the best of British golf and the best of golf architecture in the U.S. The issue is that McDonald and Raynor courses are generally private and only the elite of the elite will ever play them. For example, Raynor's 2 courses in Charleston. Back to Troy Miller and the Muni. Backed by a movement known as Friends of the Muni, Miller pitched, got accepted, and carried out a renovation of the Muni that saw the 1929 skeleton turned into a living, breathing, Raynor-inspired Golden Age course, featuring many template holes. Let's take a look at some of them, and I'll explain what the template is, where it comes from, how to understand it, and how to play it. Then we'll look at how I played them. Hole 1, Double Plateau. The origin of the Double Plateau is unknown. This ideal hole deals with the green, which is split into 3 distinct sections. The easiest is the front right, which is lower, and then there are 2 plateaus, one on the front left and one on the back right. The back right is the most difficult position, which is where the pin was the day I played it. The ideal off the line when the pin is back right is on the left side of the fairway, giving you the most green when you are hitting your approach. The issue at the Muni is that left fairway is guarded by a water hazard. An approach that misses short is better than one that misses long. Scared of the water, I took the safe but difficult line down the right side. So I knew the miss was short, so I took a little bit less club. And then I took my swing and I chunked it. So it ended up about 30 yards short. I took putter because I knew I didn't want to go over.
Sit down.
And of course, I matched it over the green, which is the one place you can't miss on a double plateau. I took my medicine and just putted it back up, giving myself a putt for bogey. It was a little breaker right to left. I had it on a pretty good line. It just didn't quite go in. Tapped in for my double bogey. Hole 4, Eden. Eden is modeled after number 11 at the old course at St. Andrews. It is a difficult par 3 with a green that slopes back to front and has severe bunkering. The bunker behind the green is called the Eden bunker and collects long shots to a back pin. The pot bunker on the right is called the Strath bunker. The long cross bunker short of the green doesn't normally come into play, but plays tricks on your mind. It is called the Shell bunker or Shelly. The cavernous bunker on the left, which guarded the pin on the day I played it, is called the Hill bunker. Bobby Jones famously couldn't get out of the Hill bunker during the 1921 Open, tore up his scorecard, and was wildly unpopular in St. Andrews for a while. He eventually learned to love the course and won the British Am there during his 1930 Grand Slam. He became an honorary citizen of St. Andrews, and the hill bunker on the actual Eden is called Jones Bunker in his honor. Missing short on Eden leaves an uphill chip or putt. So the pin was in the back. I decided to take one less club to make sure I didn't go long. Hit a good tee shot, and I was able to find myself on the front of the green with an uphill but long putt. You can kind of see here how deep that pop bunker on the right is. You definitely don't want to go in the bunkers on this hole. So like I said, I had about 35 feet up the hill for my birdie. I ran it just by, great putt, but I had about 3 feet, which I easily cleaned up and got my par at Eden. Tough to tell, but we've got a huge dip right here. And it's just, there's nowhere to land this. Yeah, luckily it hit the flagstick. Pulled a Kevin Kisner there. Hole 6, punch pull. The punch pull green was a very popular design in early golf. If you can get your shot into the bowl, it will stay in there and probably funnel towards the pin. It requires an accurate shot, as anything outside the bowl will be repelled away. Hitting into the bowl is an exciting moment because the shot is completely blind. So the key with the tee shot is make sure you get in the fairway to give yourself a clean iron in. I hit it left into the trees. I luckily had a gap, but I couldn't really go at the green, so I punched a 4-iron, and I ended up maybe 20 yards right of the pin. Heavily guarded, and then look at this. It's just a huge bowl in here. All right, we got punch pull green, just cannot go in this bunker. Oh, hit it over. After hitting it over the green, I tried to chip it up onto the hill to have it funnel back down to the pin, but somehow it stayed up. You'll see on this putt that there's absolutely no way to stop it anywhere near the pin once it catches that hill. It left me about 15 feet for my double bogey, which I had a great putt right on line and just left it a couple inches short. Hole 8, Biarritz. A Biarritz green comes from the third hole at Biarritz Golf Club in the south of France. Designed by accomplished Scottish golfer Willie Park Jr., the hole there, called Chasm, featured a green that had a deep depression in the middle, requiring a very difficult run-up shot that changes levels and has to stop close to a pin on the back. While the actual hole Chasm is no longer in existence, the Biarritz green lives on. The pin was in the back, which is where you would expect it to be, but I didn't realize that the depression in the green actually is a patch of rough. So I didn't run my shot up quite as much as I wanted to, and I came up short of that back ledge. This left me about a 40-foot putt, which was straight up the hill and breaking from right to left. I actually judged the speed great and hit it to tap-in range for an easy par.
all things considered, I think that's a bogey. I will take it. All right, here we go. On to the back nine. Front nine was absolutely unbelievable. So good. Go in. Oh! All right, here we go. We've got a Redan.
Hole 11, Redan. The Redan is possibly the most famous par 3 template in the world. The original Redan is the 15th hole at North Berwick in Scotland. A Redan has a green that runs at a 45-degree angle from front to back. The left side of the green is guarded by a deep bunker. The right side of the green is a pretty severe hill that funnels the ball to the middle of the green if you can catch it. Behind the green are deep bunkers, leaving it impossible up and down. If the pin is in the back, the best play is to hit to the middle and take the slope to the pin. If it's in the front, the miss is short right.
So this is it. This is the famous Redan at the Muni. This is one of the best golf holes you can play. Like, period. Any course, anything. This is it, man. This is a Redan, a real Redan. I'll see if I can get pictures. But you've got water behind it, then the bridge. Oh, man, is this any good? Oh no, we are left. We are left of left. I mean, this might be the greatest golf hole I've ever played. I don't know if you can see me. I'm all the way over here. I'm going to try and throw it into the hill. Oh, that's going to roll off the front, isn't it? Oh man, I doubt you can see me, but let's oh no. Is that going to come all the way back to my feet? Now check out the bunkering on the back of the Redan. Look at this. It's tough to tell from here. That's got to be 10 feet high. Can't even see the green. Unbelievable hole.
Hole 12, Cape. The Cape was actually an original C.B. Macdonald design. It requires an angled tee shot that covers water. The fairway generally slopes towards the water to prevent the tee shot from cutting off too much of the hole. The danger in cutting off yardage on the tee shot is obvious on the left. This leaves a bailout to the right, which requires a longer approach shot. At the Muni, the right is guarded by a tree. Originally, the Cape design was a peninsula green into the hazard the player covered on the tee shot, but on more modern holes like the Muni, the peninsula can be created with severe bunkering and hazards on 3 sides of the green.
Here's the whites, but check out where the blues are. We're going to we're going to tip this one out. I don't even know if I can make this shot. This is as good as it gets. I only have one ball, so I guess I have to do it, right?
Knowing I had a ton of water to cover, I did what you might expect me to do. Overcompensated, swung too hard, and I hooked it straight into the water. So I ended up taking a drop by the ghost tree, so I was hitting 3. I was about 200 yards out, and I actually hit a really good hybrid, but I was scared of going left again into the water, so I went right into the green side bunker. And like Ernie Banks would say, let's play two. Took me a couple strokes to get out of there.
Now look at this bunker in the back. Couldn't even see it. Oh, this hole is a brute. Was that a 30? Oh man, what a hole. So much fun.
Hole 13, the road hole. Number 17 at St. Andrews might be the most famous hole in golf. The actual road hole protects the dogleg with a hotel, but modern templates make use of bunkering. The green is thin and at an angle with a deep bunker in front that you cannot go in. The actual road hole has a road, hence the name, immediately behind the green. This can be replicated with a penal bunker, hazard, or out of bounds. Since the dogleg is protected, a tee shot left is easier, but leaves an approach over that deep greenside bunker. Therefore, a player needs to decide whether to take on the bunker off the tee, leaving a shorter, easier approach, or delay the danger until the approach.
All you can see is just a billion bunkers out there.
I took a very aggressive line off the tee and absolutely striped it, which set me up with a very short iron to a blind green. I hit that well and was able to avoid the deep pot bunker. I had about 30 feet uphill for a birdie and I absolutely rammed it by. Let me 10 feet for par, which I missed on the comeback and tapped in for a 3-putt bogey. Hole 14, short. The short hole template comes from the 4th hole at Royal West Norfolk Golf Club. Obviously, it's short, but its defense comes in its penal nature if the golfer is not accurate from the tee. It features a very undulated green, making longer putts almost impossible. It is generally elevated and is surrounded by bunkers, which take all scores par or below out of the equation. Hit an accurate wedge to the right section of the green, you'll be rewarded with a good look at birdie. But if you hit it anywhere else, be prepared to write a 4 or even a 5 on the scorecard.
Dead into the water. Here it is up here. You can see this huge crease in the middle of the green. Everything's going to go down there if it gets on the green, which is obviously a big if because I didn't. And then look at this. Just insane bunkering. Oh, what an impossible bunker shot. The best you can do, or the best I can do, is get it up there and get it in the middle. And then I should have a putt at par. All right, when I get this out. Let's, all right. Unbelievable hole. You have to hit the green. The defense is you cannot miss or you are absolutely dead. Because you can't, you'll see where my ball ends up. Oh my God. This hole it was 115 yards and it just killed me. That's a good putt. All right. Man, let me guess, shortest par 5 in Charleston? hey, haven't we seen that bridge already? That is correct. This is pretty, like, other side of the fairway, but same distance from where my drive on the last hole is. Boy. Short hole, tough hole. Back and play. Another absolutely crazy green complex. I don't know if you can tell, but that light patch leading up to the pin, that's a ridge that I have to putt straight up. If you've watched this far, thank you so much. Please subscribe. It'll allow me to do more trips like this. I hope you like this episode. I hope you like learning about this course and the architecture and the history. I've loved it so much. Let me just bury this real quick. Oh, didn't break. I don't know if I have audio on it. This course is in the top 5 I've ever played. This course was phenomenal. It was incredible value. The green complexes, I said earlier, they're like Pinehurst number 3. So kind of like mini Pinehurst number 2. I know this is Raynor, not Ross, but just 1920s, golden age, unbelievable architecture. And the bunkering here was as good as it gets. I could not recommend this course more. It was unbelievable. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.